We're here in the heart of the French Quarter at this beautiful building, 415 Burgundy. I'm Adrienne Labauve, realtor. We're here with Sally Fleming, preservationist and owner of this building. She bought it, restored it, and we're going to show you everything she's been able to do here. Sally, what was the reason why you bought this building?
Well, when I walked in here and I saw the woodwork, the detailing on the stairs with the applique of wood and the curvature of the staircase, the beautiful loggia, and then I went on the second floor. It was like I'd stepped into the Napoleon House on the second floor. And Leon Posada, who is the architect at Napoleon House, and his family owned it for over 100 years, he had done the renovation work on the second floor. And because I was familiar with that building, it felt like home to me, but also a spectacular home. And so I bought it because this is the third building that I've completely renovated. And I could tell that this building needed a sensitive renovation with somebody who understood Creole architecture and who had a good relationship with the Vieux-Carré Commission. And, I felt like it was a privilege to buy it and have that opportunity to renovate it. And then look at this courtyard. I mean, you have a 10 or 11 foot wide dependency here, and then the courtyard is twice as wide.
Yeah.
So the same proportions apply to the loggia. Like there would be 3 arches if there weren't the staircase. And so you've got a 2/3 to 1/3 ratio on this part of the building. And the front is about 33 American feet and 30 French feet. So you have 3 bays up there with French windows in them. And on the top, you have, 6 windows on the front that are eyebrow windows. So, just when you walk in here, there's a sense of harmony and proportion that a lot of new architecture unfortunately lacks.
Right. How long did it take you to do the building?
I bought it on May 23rd of 2003. We started working the first week of June of 2003, and we completed about April 15th of 2004. Now, in doing that, we put a new slate roof on, with new copper guttering and everything. But we also put in 4 new electrical services that had to be upgraded to new standards. So there was a lot of infrastructure that needed to be done, including also the water heaters. So we did, in addition to the aesthetics, we also did a lot of work that should last for a considerable period of time. Things I loved about this building and first noticed is the way they have these pieces of wood applied to the staircase. And where the tread is a full 1 foot or maybe 13 inches, the applique of wood is larger. But as the winders turn and become smaller in their profile to the interior of the curved staircase, these change in dimension. And I just think this is just such a beautiful detail. Another detail I love about this staircase is this way the baluster turns and curves. And not only is it functional, it's also, again, it's aesthetic. And when you get here and you look down, you're looking at a perspective that people, who built this building in 1840, they also have the same view. And so we share it. And I think there's also a sense of history when you walk up a staircase like this, that you're following the footsteps of people for 170 years. Actually, 185 years. And it's just, I don't know, it does something to your heart. And I walked in here and I saw this magnificent mirror, which apparently came out of a house on St. Charles Avenue. And it must have been built in here because you couldn't get it through the door now. And then I walked in, I saw the woodworking with the pineapple detailing on it. I just thought, I have to own this place. It's so beautiful. And then you have the ram's horn Creole box fireplace, with this detail on it. Now, we supplied the gilding because it was kind of drab in here. But, what's not to love about a space this expansive? It makes you feel ennobled just to be up here. And then you have all this natural light coming in from the street. I tried to find slide bolts and other hardware mechanisms that enhance the building rather than detract from it, but that are still to code. And then, I found this, beautiful solid surface material, for the kitchen. And I did a kitchen design that I thought would enhance this room and make it more usable space. And then this chandelier, which is Napoleon III, this was in here, but it looked like it came from Miss Kitty's bar in Gunsmoke. It was horrible. So we took it apart, we ordered these bow meshes for it, and completely, went through it, rewired it, and now it's really an attractive fixture in here. The balcony is 30 feet on Burgundy Street. So this ironwork was hand wrought rather than being cast iron Like the balcony across the street, you can see that was a casting. It's much more brittle, but this was actually hand done. The most well-known blacksmith in New Orleans who created things like this was Marcel Hernandez. And one of the reasons I didn't restore this part of it by putting another cap on it is I wanted to show its age. It's still here after almost 200 years. Like, how fantastic is that? You've got 30 feet to come out here in the mornings or in the afternoons to have some coffee in the mornings and maybe a shot of brandy, and then in the evenings, with a glass of wine. Love it.